Good morning, Taurus. This is going to be your January reading. I'm using my Mermaid Tarot deck. I'm back on the tarot cards this month. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and draw your cards and get started on your reading. Sorry, my neighbors are being a little loud. I try to get started early enough in the morning before they start their shenanigans. Lots of cards coming out. Usually I have to kind of struggle with the cards to come out, but they are just flying out this morning. All right, let me pull my clarifiers. Romance Angels. Since it looks like you've got a lot going on in your love life, Taurus. And I'm going to pull one more of the Romance Angels. Since this is my main love deck, I actually have two love decks. I need to actually look into getting another one. Actually three if you count, well, my Sex Tarot deck is also for lovers. Energy Oracle, and I got two. What is going on with you, Taurus? Love Your Inner Goddess deck. And my Witch's Oracle. And I forgot to mute my phone. Hopefully my phone doesn't go off. Usually that's the first thing I do. I'm a little disorganized today. I'm off my routine. When I'm off my routine, I forget things. All right. So the first card that we have is the Two of Cups, Partnership. So it looks like whatever type of connection that you have with this person is ascending to a new level of commitment. Maybe you were friends first and now you are going to be more of a romantic partnership, or maybe you have been in a romantic partnership and this could be, engagement, moving in together, but definitely ascending to the next level of commitment. To clarify that card, we have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So basically the message that I'm getting with this card is do not just abandon your friends. A lot of times we get involved with someone and we just kind of make them our whole world, and then we forget that, we had a life before them. And you're really being asked to don't lose yourself in this connection, because I feel like that's happened to you before, Taurus. And, that happens to so many of us. I mean, it's so common, to get involved with someone and then before you know it, you have just kind of, stopped doing things that you like to do, stopped hanging out with friends. Maybe you aren't spending as much time with family anymore. All right, we have the Four of Cups, and it says here boredom. And so basically the energy that I'm getting with this is a romantic connection is not always going to be fireworks and sparks and butterflies in your stomach, because this is really what we've come to expect from a relationship. Like it's just going to be always excitement, kind of like it was in the beginning. In the beginning, you're getting to know each other and, you just can't wait to see each other all the time. And then you just kind of get comfortable, and, you're comfortable just, laying around the house watching TV or, maybe not talking, just hanging out. I read a meme one time. It was, it's probably been a couple years ago. And it was like, find somebody who you can feel like you're alone with. That feeling that you have when you're alone, you're comfortable and, you're just kind of, wrapped up in a cover watching TV and, find somebody that you can do those things with. And, for some people, this might seem boring, because you're kind of used to, that kind of that drama all the time. So make sure that you do have clarity on this. All right, we have, because to clarify that card, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Oftentimes when we meet someone, and especially if it's a higher vibrational connection, they will trigger us. They will trigger us to really look at the patterns that, we kind of took on from childhood, things that we believe to be true. They can kind of challenge these things. Especially as you start ascending into like higher dimensions and higher levels. And dimensions are like nothing more than consciousness. You have, your 3D, which is where a lot of people resonate at, which is very, very low vibrational, where, you're powerless and you're in that victim mentality and you're just kind of riddled with fears and you believe pretty much what everyone or everything tells you because you can't perceive of anything outside of yourself. And then you have the 4D where, you're kind of questioning those things. You're like, okay, yes, I have believed these things my whole life, but are they really true? And you start facing fears and you start clearing things out. And then, you arrive in the fifth dimensional consciousness where fears are no longer an issue, and there for a while you can kind of go in and out, especially as fears come up. So I feel like this person is doing that for you. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles, potential. And this is actually stepping into your power, your full potential, and really eliminating any type of doubts. Any of those fears that I was talking about that are, kind of in the fourth dimension that, we took on. These are insecurities. This can be fear about your health, fear about money, fears around money, insecurities, your self-esteem type issues, self-concept. So this is really about like releasing those things and really stepping into your full potential, your full co-creative power, taking back power from anybody you gave it away to. Anytime you give someone the power to make you happy or make you sad, it renders you powerless. And so this is really about taking that power back and having, your full potential to create any type of life that you want. We have walking away to clarify that. And so I do feel like if this is not the energy you're in, this is the energy you're moving into, walking away from situations that no longer resonate with you. And this can happen almost overnight. It did for me. I had situations that, just didn't resonate with me anymore. And I was like, you know what? It's really time that I walk away, that I do something different, that I learn something different. I release toxic people from my life. So this is that, releasing toxic people and situations and lower vibrational situations. All right, we have the cornucopia, also to clarify that. And this is happiness. This is that I'm really feeling very content, really feeling very good about yourself. and creating a life that, does resonate, that does satisfy you on the deepest soul level. All right, we have Eight of Pentacles, achievement. And, I had just said something about this morning on social media. I actually, have left Facebook. I am just using, Facebook and Instagram now pretty much for any type of messages that might come up that I want to share, that, which really not really just for business because it really doesn't resonate with me anymore, because every time I turn around it seems like there's a challenge, like, look at me, look how amazing I am, I'm so wonderful. And I'm not taking away from that. Okay, I'm not taking away from sharing achievements with friends and family, but that whole ego base, that centricity, that, I just want to show off that I am better than other people. And I'm not saying you're doing this, but I'm saying really watch out for that energy, because that can really lower your vibrations, first of all. Second of all, when you put that out there, you attract, things like jealousy and competition from like other people. So if you are experiencing, like haters, or like people hating on you or being jealous of you, or, something like that, it's something that you have attracted, because this was the vibration that you were in. So you really need to kind of check in with that. More collaboration over comparison, finding your soul family, finding people that you resonate with. I actually have moved over to MeWe, because to me, it was a higher vibrational social platform of, people who really kind of shared the same views as I do. And there's not this censorship, where if you share something, it gets censored, it gets taken down, so really start releasing things that don't resonate, and really start moving into things that do. We have the Shaman of Skulls, and it says fearless. I love skulls. Anyone who knows me knows I love skulls. But I feel like this fearless goes along with that fourth dimension that I was talking about, of clearing out fears and having other people show you your fears. Because kind of to go along with this achievement card, kind of that show off behavior, and we all do it. It's human nature. And attracting, the same energy. A lot of times when people are in that energy of kind of showing off and challenging and competition, it's because they have fears and insecurities around themselves that they need to clear out. And because people who are really, truly confident don't have to do that. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not like getting on you. I'm just trying to help you to clear out some things so that you stop attracting situations that do not serve you. So with that being said, so with this fearless card, I feel like this also goes along with this religious factors of having those triggers that you're looking at right now, triggers that you're facing, kind of those fourth dimensional triggers. And don't judge these, because these are actually what are going to help you to raise your consciousness so you can be 5D and beyond, which is what we're here for. We come here with soul amnesia. We don't remember anything about where we came from. We don't remember anything about the universe, about how the universe works, about universal truths. And then all of a sudden, we have these catalysts, we experience things that we're like, wow. And it's like that aha moment. And we start remembering, and we start raising our consciousness. And I know for myself, I've been working real hard at learning all that I can, so that I can be a person who does not have, these fears, who does not have these lower vibrations, who does not feel like, I have to have this, what's the word I'm looking for? I cannot think of the word this morning. To have my ego served, more or less, to where I can do that for myself. So we have the King of Cups, understanding. And it's actually clarified by twin flames. Your passion ignites. And so, you could possibly be on a twin flame journey, which is difficult. The twin flame journey has nothing to do with romance. The twin flame is the catalyst for your spiritual ascension, for your spiritual awakening. They are the other part of your soul in physical form. They are you. They're like your shadow side, so to speak. They show you your shadow side. They help you with this ascension, but it is not a romance, I've been in these groups before where people teach you, that you have to, be in this romantic partnership with your twin flame. Now, what you have to do is you have to understand that they are you, and you have to kind of incorporate whatever they have shown you, whatever they have taught you, into who you are, and help to develop yourself. So, and I feel like with this King of Cups understanding, that is what's happening, and oftentimes we want to, blame our twin flame because they've treated us poorly or whatever. But these are, once again, lessons that we have attracted, kind of like, what I was saying earlier about this achievement, about this, showing off, and how you attract jealousy and competition from other people. Well, the twin flame is your perfect vibrational frequency, because they are you. And so they are perfect to show you exactly what needs to work on. And you actually attracted that. So I know it's kind of a difficult concept to kind of comprehend, but, with some time, and time's an illusion, I would say consciousness and energy, you will see this is really the goal, the whole purpose of the twin flame connection. But if you are in a soulmate connection, which is so much easier, so much easier, you have, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you'll be surprised where it leads. And so, this is talking about those cycles. And life as we know it is nothing but cycles. We look at it as, this linear timeline. We're born, we have this happen, we have that happen. I mean, we can chronologically map it. We can tell you when everything happened, when puberty happened, when we finished high school, when we got our first job, all of that. But actually, it's actually cycles. It's actually more like cycles like this, because time in the higher dimensions of consciousness does not even exist. So it's a matter of shifting your energy, shifting your consciousness. You can absolutely change history by looking at it differently. You can actually look at it from a higher view and absolutely change it. So with these shifting cycles, that's exactly what's happening here. You are shifting your consciousness. You are looking at what happened without judgment, without resistance. And if this isn't what you're doing, this is the goal. And really applying whatever comes up to actually become this higher version of yourself. And that is how you attract higher vibrational situations that actually quench your soul rather than your ego, because you want to come from a place of soul rather than ego. The ego is useful. I mean, we're not going to ever get rid of the ego. The ego is always going to be there. It's actually a vehicle, because if the ego were never triggered, you would never have higher consciousness. You would never be able to clear out these patterns and these beliefs that are outdated, that no longer resonate with you. All right, we have Four of Wands reward, and this also is the traditional twin flame card in the deck. So yes, someone is definitely on a twin flame journey. You have the twin flame card, and you actually have the Four of Wands, which is symbolic for the twin flame journey, because you have the 1111 here. 1111 is like this light code, you know. When you start seeing 1111, it's kind of like an activation code. It's actually a catalyst to help you to wake up. You're like, wow, you know, I almost feel like it's been kind of programmed to where when you see this, you're like, okay, twin flame. So you've either met your twin flame in physical form and had that soul recognition, or you're going to. All right, we have Cauldron Containment. And so with this card, I feel like maybe you met your twin flame and you were married, or they were married, or you know, this is something that you're kind of dealing with right now. You're dealing with third parties. And like I said, the twin flame is not here for romance. They are here to help you question everything that you believe to be true. They are here to help. Basically, they turn your whole world upside down, and then you have to find your way again. That's pretty much how it is. And really understand the fact that they are not separate from you. You do not have to seek anything outside of yourself. You don't even have to be with them in physical form if you choose not to, for the simple fact that you can basically incorporate everything that they taught you. And you know, you're together for all of eternity. So, I mean, it's, you know, if you want to take this particular lifetime and experience things with other people, you can, or the next, for the simple fact that you have all of eternity. And this person is just here to show you and to teach you and to show you your shadow side so that you can clear things out. All right, well, this is your January reading. I know I'm a little late in the month, but, you know, I've kind of collapsed the whole concept of time. So, I mean, I pretty much just, it's just energy for me. I've been working real hard on not being as time restrained, as being all, you know, like, oh, I got to do this now, you know, that is part of my conditioning. So I'm working real hard to release that. It's been hard though. So if anyone would like a personal reading to know exactly where you are at energetically, what's going on with you, do reach out to me. I'll include my email address in the description of the video. Thank you for watching.